Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a King Arthur Legends Rise video. Massive new patch has just dropped. Loads of new stuff going in it. We're going to be talking about Clan Wars today. I've actually got Saphira to come and chat with me about his experience early on as well. Damn, Clan Wars is in. There's a new legendary hero, Ceres here, who is looking pretty chilly, if I've got to say so myself. But also looking pretty damn sweet. So cool job. They do a really good job of the hero visuals. And I really particularly like the kind of like subtle animations and stuff like that. So cool job from King Arthur. Now, I'm playing on Steam on PC. You should absolutely go and check it out if you generally use PC for your game. You can play it cross-platform. So the same account I play on my iPad or my phone, which is really helpful as well. Also, there is going to be a unique code in my pinned comment this week. The first 150 people to use it will get themselves some free goodies, including summons, including gold, chests, all sorts of cool stuff. So absolutely, if you're enjoying this game, make sure you grab yourself a code. Thank you so much, Netmarble and King Arthur Legends Rise. Let's get into talking about Clan Wars. Right, I would like to welcome Saphira to the channel, also a King Arthur Legends Rise player, CC and enjoyer. Dude, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks for inviting me along for our little conversation about PvP Clan Wars, or I think they called it Clan Wars, right? They have called
Clan War, yeah.
Not going insane.
I just felt like, seeing as this is a, I guess a combative type of mode, PvP mode, better to have someone on to just talk about first experiences. Do you love the system? Have they nailed it compared to kind of other games in this genre? That type of thing. So I guess let's dive in and take a quick look. We're actually in the kind of like beginning stage for next war. And, we've got a pretty stacked schedule of wars. It is like more like a Clash of Clans for me, like repeat wars, back to back. So firstly, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's interesting because I've seen a lot of previous systems like this, and there's normally like a 2-week gap, right? Or there's a 3-week gap, and you think, oh, okay, it was cool. There's a 2-day and then a 3-week, and those have some merits. But I think actually this is also okay because they do have the seasonal aspect where it looks like it resets in February, but it feels like there's more like things to be constantly paying attention to, and I don't think the system they've implemented actually requires you to spend an awful lot of time in the game mode, because that's the last thing you want to do is like, you don't want to spend ages planning and everything, and then it's every 2 days, then it can be too much. I don't think it's as difficult to actually play the game mode, which I think is why it works. Yeah.
So we kind of set up our defense. Have you got any, specific tactics that you've been using for, defense setup? Obviously, I guess just give some fundamentals here. The idea is we're setting up a defense. The other team comes and tries to take down our defense, and then you win WP, which I guess is just win points, and ultimately your clan, if you get the most, you win the overall battle.
Yes, and I think if you notice that there's some different bonuses for different places. So like if you go to like the stables there, where the signal tower, that's got different power-ups. So there is a little bit of like thought process. You can see like there's different power-ups. You might want to put like, evasion heroes here, like K, for example, has got evasion built in. You put another one as well. So you get a bit more bonuses. So there is a little bit of strategy, but I don't think it's good. It's not too much strategy. There is a path where you have to go through. You can see with the map like which steps you can take. You can kind of like, try to put some blockers up, and obviously you want to try and get to the castle and take that down. That's where all the wall points really sits. But so far, I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a novice in Arena. I've played most of the game PvE and still learning like the adventure mode and different things like that. I'm starting to now get into the position where it's like, okay, I need to figure out how to make Arena teams work and who's really good. But I do like the clarity. It's really easy to understand what you're meant to do. Whereas in other sieges that I've seen before, it's like, well, I know there's loads of roads on the screen, but it's pretty obvious, like you just walk your way across.
Yeah, and that's easy to find a path that. And what's interesting is you can kind of like cut different ones out. So it's not like you can have one spot that just completely cuts off the path to the castle. So you need, ideally, really, you need 3 people that have got super strong defense that ultimately halt the enemy, or you try and just stack out your castle with some really good defenses there, and make sure that if they get to you, they can't take your castle down.
Yeah,
one of the things I was interested in, do you know if these the buffs in different areas, are they changing fight by fight?
They are based on building types. If you look at the castle, for example, it'll tell you how, okay, everyone in proximity to the castle, defense of the heroes is increased and the adjacent footholds, right? So the granary further down won't get necessarily that proximity buff because it's not within direct connection with it. So I think the connections matter as well, and then the tank buildings have their own unique one. So there is a little bit of strategy there, and obviously I think you can like level things up as you go. I must be. I'm still learning all the different things, but there's loads of different things like there. You see, you can enhance it, you can increase the slots. So there's a lot of progression that is kind of like still a bit new, still a bit novice. But the other cool thing you can do, which I saw during the actual attack, is you can actually do like one-time buffs for your team members. So like say like one of your clan members are protecting a position. You can actually go to their position and say, hey, give them a buff where they don't take as much damage for one of the attacks in battle.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So how is that some of the rewards that we get then? It's like an unlockable resource?
No, you just literally, so say like there's a signal tower there. If you head over to the signal tower, where you've got, and you've got to view the foothold, you can literally you can practice, you can like...
this is cool as well. Yeah, damn.
Yeah. It's really, really well thought out, the systems. They've looked at it from what does the actual player need to make basically a collaborative clan system. This is what's missing with a lot of games. You can practice.
So in that prep phase, it's literally like, look, I put out defense, guys, come and hit me, see how easy you can take it down. What would you recommend I change? For this particular spot, what would you change? And obviously, you've got things like the different bonuses in effect as well, which you want to make sure you're using heroes that fit the kind of environmental stuff. It's cool because it's very much I can pick it up and play, but then if you want to go to that next level of complexity and like min-maxing and top level clan stuff, there's actually a lot of detail here.
Absolutely. And when it's in actually the combat phase, you go to the same spot and there's like a button and it says buff the ally. And one per day, every ally can like buff one of the people's teams, and it reduces like one hit's damage, if that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah.
It's great. Working together, I could just go in and do that. That's a really cool idea. You can even, if you come out of this particular screen and then go, I think, into the record screen, you can even go back and look at the previous like siege and replay all of the battles that your clan members had. The whole thing is really, really cool.
I'll be honest, like the first one that my clan had, I logged in and the clan literally like it was done and dusted already. I was like, oh wow, that's I'm basically starting this time round. I see. So you've literally got a replay of every fight that happened during that clan war. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Again, you can see, why did I lose? What was it a speed issue? Was it just an absolute nuke like that? There's a lot of kind of like, okay, I want to see how I can improve for the next time round, which I love.
100%. It's really important because we've played game modes like this before in lots of different games, and most of the time you don't really know why something happened. I won. Okay, I won. I don't really know why I won, or I lost. I don't really know why I lost. I don't know what happened in battle.
You're kind of like, hold on, that's my best defense. Like, who is just cruising past it with no issue at all?
Yeah. Was it a turn order thing, or was it did they get lucky? Was something didn't fire, or did I just not get? Did I low roll? These things are really, really important for a player to feel engaged, and I think that's what they've done really well. They've looked not necessarily at trying to make the most complicated, game designed concept. They're like, what does a player need to really get on board with this game mode? And I think they've hit it on the head really well.
Well, what do you think here about the rewards? So basically, feels like anyone, as long as they play, will get a summon. We've got gold and kind of like your crystals basically growing with rank and tier. If you become MVP, that grows in the same sort of way. So I'd say they're obviously decent rewards. The kind of like general victory stuff doesn't feel that sexy for me war by war. Feels okay.
Well, you say that. If you actually go into the war shop, you will see they're actually quite good.
Because of the tokens. Okay, well, let's get to that in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So the season rewards, obviously, if you're a high-ranking clan, damn, crazy good rewards.
I mean, that's effectively
wow.
a guaranteed legendary near enough. I mean, 2,000, 150 gems. You know, you never hit mercy there with your guaranteed summons on that number 1.
And honestly, even if you're like a lower ranked clan, still decent actually.
Yeah,
For the
100%.
seasonal stuff.
That's
and
once
then
a
the league
month,
rewards. So what's the difference between season and league here?
I do not know that exactly. So the season ends in a month. I don't know what the league specifically. It must be some sort of tiering system. I think if you come out of this and click on the top, maybe it tells you. Like you can see there, you're 5 bronze. If
whereabouts?
You're 5 bronze, right? You see right next to your name, 100 there, where on the middle there. So you see, there's the season, the League One season 1.
League season,
I don't know what the leagues mean right now. I'll be honest, that's something I'm still learning. But
sure,
that's
interesting. I'm sure it would just be like, okay, well, maybe we're in our first league of our first season, and so let's just check out the war shop then. So actually, not crazy expensive to buy.
You basically get a legendary here once a month.
Wow, yeah, damn.
I think
that's really good.
Is that a guaranteed legendary, or is it one of the rare to legendary? Does it tell you if you click on it? Let's have a look.
Legendary hero ticket summon.
If you click on the actual picture, I think it tells you what you can get. Oh no, I don't know. You'd have to click the raid info, and it's probably going to send you. I'm pretty sure.
Am I going to a website now? Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll give you like a chance at a legendary. Sometimes you get like a 100% legendary. Sometimes you get a guaranteed. But so you basically can get once, you know, it looks like once a month, a guaranteed chance at a rare to legendary. But also like the memory stones are really, really important because chivalry bonuses, as we know, like redefine characters, and you can basically get half of a legendary duplicate monthly. For very low cost if you think about how many rewards you get per engagement and stuff like that. So
yeah, man, this is a cool system. Look, I think I'll do a follow-up video with my first set of battles for the next video. You can kind of like see, I'll set my defenses and you guys can see it in action. But damn, Clan Wars have landed in King Arthur Legends Rise. Saf, thanks for coming on and chatting it through with me, man. I guess any last words before we round it out?
No, thanks for having me. And I would say, just remember on the bottom of your video, some people get some freebie rewards. Don't forget your promo codes. It is first come, first serve, I believe. So there are some going around all creators.
Get involved. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.